Good morning, afternoon, or evening, everyone. We are back for a second day 7. If you were confused yesterday, so were we. We were convinced it was day 6, but it was actually day 7. So it feels like Spirit was inviting us to share prayer once more on this beautiful Equinox day. And my name is Kim Rua. I'm part of the Kiva Africa team. I'm joined once more by the beautiful Rev Barry Bear from South Africa, and also today by a very special sister, Gogo Rotendongada, originally from Zimbabwe, but based in South Africa as well. And I would love to invite you both to share a prayer with us. And we'll start off with Rutendo.
Thank you so much, Kim, and what a beautiful pleasure it is to be here today on this 8th day of the 7 days of prayer. And of course, this bonus day has woven itself in because of its auspiciousness. Today, we celebrate the equinox, the day when the sun sits directly above the equator, or what may be seen as the midpoint of our planet. So we find ourselves also in a convergence of sacred markers. In some traditions, Eid has begun. Tomorrow in South Africa, it is Human Rights Day. And yesterday we welcomed a threshold moment in the new moon. And this new moon in ancient law is the cycle of the trickster. It is that motive force that brings us to the crossroads where both thought and action are inspected. This new moon revitalizes us and asks us to plant the seeds of communication, of shared beliefs, of new language as we seek alternative pathways of opening towards a sustainable future. And so what more fitting time than this when we're in planetary and humanitarian crises, when the world is churning in prolonged reckoning. This is the crossroads we find ourselves in as humanity. This is the crossroads we find ourselves in within ourselves. So these crossroads, I believe, are revealed through the equinox as a midpoint. So I pray that we may find equanimity at this time, a steadiness of being, a calm center that is not shaken by the polarity of circumstance, but holds the capacity to witness, to listen, and to respond with clarity. I pray that we may find equality at this time, a deep recognition of shared humanity, where dignity is not conditional and where the structures we build reflect the truth that no life stands above or below another. I pray that we find equilibrium at this time, that the shocks experienced by humanity and by the earth may return towards balance, towards restoring of right relationship between ourselves, between each other, and between the living world. And as the sun brings longer days in the north, awakening the spring, and shorter days in the south, guiding us into autumn, may this turning of seasons also become a turning within us, a turning within our hearts, within our spirits, our souls, and our collective consciousness. May we tap into the seeds of Ubuntu, the knowing that I am because you are. And here at this midpoint, where the sun or the solar force, that which gives life to the planet, rests upon the equator, may we also come into awareness of our own inner sun, our solar plexus, the seat of will, of courage, and of selfhood. May it be aligned not with domination, but with right action, not with control, but with conscious participation in the whole. May these crossroads we find ourselves in reveal themselves. May our paths be open. May these crossroads be a meeting point, and may we counter the messengers of the great divine. May we also be able to translate what is known and felt into words, and may we ensure that our hearts are living according to truth. May that be our prayer today. Takozani Brahmangu Ashe.
Thank you, Rutendo, and may it indeed be so. May the prayers of your heart connect with the prayers of all of our hearts, and may they flow up to spirit on gossamer wings, warmed by the sun, lifted by the breeze, and kissed and embraced by every living being on this planet. All our ancestors, may they help to carry these prayers up to the Most High. And as we speak of equilibrium and of equanimity today, may we recognize that equilibrium and equanimity lie in the center. So may we always hold our center. May we find that place of stillness within that brings us into true listening, that enables us to hear the whisperings of spirit through the breeze, through the trees, through every living part of life, through the soil and the sea and the rivers and the mountains. May we hear the messages, and may they sit well in our hearts and illuminate our next steps and our next steps and our next words and our next deeds. May it be so.
Let us take a deep breath to welcome these energies into our bodies, our minds, our souls. Deepest gratitude, Gogo Rotendo, Reverend Barry. What jumps out for me is the connection with our inner sun, our inner seasons, our inner equilibrium. May you, wherever you are on the planet, reconnect with your inner sun and find the balance and start this new season with lots of love and light and a renewed energy. To everybody that has joined these 7+1 days of prayer, thank you so much for tuning in. We hope and trust that it has touched your heart in the exact right ways. Keep following us. We don't know yet. We're going to be listening to Spirit as to how this prayer is supposed to evolve. But for now, we give our gratitude. Rev Barry, I want to say thank you again for being my pillar, for being there with me, and to everyone that has joined us, to Kahi, to Shane, to Stanley, for attending today as well. And if you have any suggestions, please, of course, feel free to DM us and share these prayers. We will be uploading them to our YouTube channel and to our website over the next times. But for now, thank you so much, and see you again. Happy Equinox.